Two. Gotta play the music. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 21, Forever 21. I think
21.
I said that for 17 too. Shit.
Do you? No, you didn't, did you? I
21
don't
Savage.
remember.
21, 21, 21.
But do you remember that meme video where it's like, what he asked the kid, he's like, "What's this plus this?" He's like, 21, and he's like, "You stupid."
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You reminded me of that. You
Yeah,
stupid.
you're stupid.
Anyway, it is a pleasure once again to be here with the lovely Bard. And Bard, you recently saw a movie, and I want you to talk about it real quick. We'll talk about my life after the movie. This is more pressing,
Of
please.
course, yes, movies are more important than your life.
Absolutely.
So, recently I saw the James Gunn Suicide Squad on a shady website, and I'll defend my actions for once. I'm usually all for supporting the content creators, and I'm not anti-piracy, but I'm not a fan of it, especially when it comes to media that I like, such as games, music, and movies. But what else? But it debuted on HBO Max, which is our number one
Enemy.
public enemy number one in Canada, and
Yeah.
HBO Max people got an option to rent it at home when it released. Like most streaming platforms, like if a movie premieres on Amazon, it will both countries will have that option. No, Canada, you can only watch it in theaters. What the fuck? So
Yeah.
so I tried. I gave them a chance. I tried VPNs, and no, they kicked me out. So they don't want my money. Okay, no worries. I'll pirate it. You know, I don't.
Well,
I
you
don't feel
tried.
bad. Yeah, I tried, and I don't feel bad about it. If it was legally available to stream at home in Canada, I would have paid for it.
Yeah,
You
people.
know.
I'm gonna Captain America like shield defend Bard if you
Yeah.
try and throw words at him, because the guy actually tried. And trust me,
Yeah.
he is like, I'm speaking on your behalf, but I know
I
that you are the kind of guy that wants to always support the
I
artist.
buy fucking CDs. I buy
Yeah,
Blu-rays. I buy physical media.
he gave me
Like,
Batman
yeah.
Arkham Knight and Thor for fuck's sake. He
Yeah.
gave me those
Exactly.
to watch. So
Yeah.
if you people are gonna try to throw vitriol at him, get the fuck out of here, okay?
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right.
I appreciate the sport. In terms of the movie itself,
You're giggling. Why are
it's
you
a
giggling?
it's a James Gunn movie, and that should say more than what can be said. It's not, and I'm not talking about James Gunn. I'm talking about James Gunn left to his own devices, being allowed to do what
Oh,
he wants. Now that sounds like a great thing,
it does.
but it feels like he was kind of, how we say, feeling his oats.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He got kind of too into it. It's like it's like the Zack Snyder situation. Nobody was there to tell him to focus on the movie a bit. It gets I'll say the what do you say, the mood or the
Punk?
tone is a kind of all over the place. It
Mm.
goes from action comedy to more serious moments to more whatever. It gets serious for a while, then it goes back to, you're never really sure what kind of movie you're watching, and that can be a good thing. Cast absolutely carried this movie, I gotta say. Idris Elba, John Cena, what's his name, Margot Robbie, of course, and I gotta say, yeah, all the cast was really good.
Stallone was King Shark, apparently.
Oh yeah, Stallone. Stallone is King Shark, which I only realized after the movie. I saw his name in the credits, and I'm like, where? At the end of the movie, I'm like, where's Stallone? Then I
Yeah,
looked up later. He's fucking King Shark.
yeah.
Yeah, great cast, great cast. Lots of gore. I wasn't expecting that. Probably the goriest comic book related media I've seen. Is that fair to say?
Well, I gotta see it, but
Yeah, I.
I mean, I think if you're telling me that, then I'm inclined to believe it's
What
true.
What do you think contenders would be for that? Deadpool.
Deadpool, off the top of my head,
I gotta say, Deadpool was like G-rated compared to this. In
what
in
else
ter-
has
in,
quite a bit of blood?
in terms of gore,
Punisher,
it's even
uh,
more than The Boys. I'll say that. It's a gorier.
really,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah,
Punisher, maybe some Daredevil season one in there.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
gore was insane in this, which was I think was the best part of the action here, and the
I bet you
action.
he also played it for laughs sometimes, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean it's never serious.
Right.
That's what I think. The during the action pieces, it's like it's weird. It's a weird tone. I, I think
Okay.
you'll see it. It is a
Yeah, I'll see.
unique movie and it is enjoyable. Of course, it held my attention. I think it could have been a bit shorter. Goes on for a
Yeah.
bit long. Um,
Pacing was fine, but you're saying the length was long, or are you saying both of those are an issue? Length and
Pacing was
pacing?
fine. I think it never felt like it was uh, felt too long in one part or too fast in others, but just the overall length could have benefited from being a bit shorter, and the tone could have been more consistent. Um, I as far as James Gunn's movies, I've seen a very old horror movie that he made called Slither, and
Mm.
that's what this reminded me of.
Yeah, you
That
told me about Slither.
in terms of just the weird tone, it's supposed to be a horror movie, but it's like campy, and
Slither.
yeah, Slither, and and it has gore. Obviously, it it's kind of gross at some points, but nothing too bad, you know. Yeah. Overall, I'd say it's for me it's slightly more better than mixed.
That's good.
Slightly better than average. In terms of DC, it's probably better than a lot of stuff that's out there.
And you're I don't mean this even in a bad way. You're a critic. Like you're different. You come at it from a different angle than I do, and other comic viewing or
I
fan audiences.
I
So
come
I
at it from a
appreciate it.
movie enthusiast
Yeah,
angle. You come at
I
it from
like
a
that.
comic book angle.
Yeah, I have what you would consider to be like you have like a clear lens. I have a bit of a like a filtered lens with a different color.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
I think that's the case. Anything else before I quickly tell you two quick stories?
That's it. Take it away.
For me, just quickly, people, I went to go get uh I went to go get cigarettes for someone,
Okay.
and okay,
It's okay.
it was for a family member.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
all
okay.
right.
It's for you. I know.
I absolutely. So
Yeah.
I went to go get it, and I go inside a grocery store, and I was told, hey, they sell it there. You can pick it up there. I'm like, all right, cool. I go in and I go up to the register. I'm like, you guys sell these here, right? And they're like, yeah, but I'm gonna need ID. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
And then it reminded me, like, I am 50, 75, 25. I think, no, 60, 40. I'm asked for ID because they think I'm like, I have that. Apparently, I might have a young face. Obviously, when I let my facial hair grow out, that's not the case. But
Yeah.
clean shaven me, I'm often asked for ID.
It's just being
I
safe,
think
I guess. Yeah.
I think that's a compliment, and they're being safe. But it's also
Yeah.
like sometimes you're like, really, motherfucker, really? And then I was like, you know what, leave it. And I'm like, I don't ever buy cigarettes, so I'm like, do you have these matinee King Black
Oh
King Mellow,
yes.
whatever the fuck? And the lady looked at me, she's like, and she pulled out. This is like the irrelevant points, but she pulled out. I'm like, oh yeah, give me those ones, and I picked it up and left. And obviously it's funny because I think the reason she might have also asked is because I went in saying, yo, I'm picking these up for someone. You guys sell these here, right? And she's like, this is this kid. He's trying to smoke.
Yeah, I think you grew suspicion to yourself when you
I
said that.
did.
You should have
I
just
did.
said,
It was
"Oh, I'm just getting some cigs."
yeah, yeah. That was the truth though. But I think also you want the truth. She was a very pretty woman, and I didn't want her to think I was a smoker.
Okay.
I know it could not have even mattered. But hey, this is what the pandemic does to you. Okay, man. So I'm telling you, man. Say hello to the guy trying to be the good guy.
What?
Hey, no, see, I'm trying to be not trying to be the bad guy.
Okay.
Anyway, oh yeah, and I also yesterday I took a 2 pound shit. I weighed myself before and after. It was legit a 2 pound
You
shit. All
took
right, let's.
2 pound shit. No, wait. Let's not move on from that. Hang on. 2 pound
Why?
shit.
Yeah, I took a 2 pound
Jesus,
shit.
that's almost a kilogram.
Yeah, I was impressed. I said, wow, oh my
I'm more
god.
impressed that toilet was able to siphon that away without clogging up.
It it was a good quality turd because the
Good
diet, thank
quality
God.
turd.
Yeah, good quality torpedo. It was a good missile. It just went vroom, right out. I had one which was shaped like a sea bracket.
Okay.
I had one of those.
Okay.
I've had Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Speaking of comic movies, you remember we talked? I think we talked last week. The whole Scarlett Johansson legal action, Disney,
Yes.
Lamille, whatever the hell. Her movie with Disney got canceled. I mean, that makes sense. Like Disney's not gonna want to work with the chick, the person, the actor who's
Suing them.
suing them.
That's kind of awkward, I think.
The suing, you mean? Oh, sorry, the suing,
No.
or you mean the canceling of the project?
No, if you're making a movie with someone and they're suing you, that's kind of awkward. You show up to work and,
Yes.
hey,
Yeah.
man.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like no shit they would do that. But even if she is in the right, which from what little I know, because you never truly know unless you're involved in that legal proceeding. From what I know, she seems to be in the right, but the gist of this whole article and this whole news is that, yeah, no shit. Like if I didn't even know she had a project with Disney, but I just feel bad for the other people that lost work because of it too. I think Scarlett's fine, but it's like a lot of other people lose work, right? So that's a bit
Well,
of a
or
bummer.
they just hire someone else.
Or that. That's a good point. At this moment, at this juncture, it's just completely scrapped. So we'll see where that goes.
I guess. And what was this movie supposed to be? Tower of Terror?
Tower of Terror, and I don't know more about it than that.
It's supposed to be one of those animated Disney movies, or
I doubt it. I think it had an actual. No, let me look.
Disney doesn't
I'll even.
really make live action movies, do they?
Twilight Tower of Terror movie. I'm just trying to see. It seems to be there was a 1997 film, and maybe it's getting a remake. Yeah.
Does Disney make live action movies? I'm trying to think. Except for the remakes, obviously.
Good question.
I don't
I
think they
think they
do that
do.
many. And even
I
the
think they do,
remakes
but it's a big budget.
are mostly CGI.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean Pirates of the Caribbean. I guess that's Disney.
Tower of Terror is based on the popular Disney theme park attractions. Interesting.
Oh, so was Pirates.
It's yeah, Pirates was based on that, right?
Yeah.
Good call.
Man,
I don't know. I don't know, man.
George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser was made by Disney.
It was, yeah, it was George of the
Holy
Jungle.
shit, that
Yo,
movie.
dude, Brendan. Oh, can we talk about Brendan Fraser real quick?
Yeah, he was
He,
fucking.
he's in a he just got a new role in a Scorsese movie.
No way.
Yeah, yeah, go look it
Wait,
up. I
which
swear to
one?
God,
Brendan
I don't know the
Fraser.
name. I just heard this news and I was like, I'm so
That
happy for him.
that's a weird combo. Brendan
Brendan and
Fraser and
Scorsese.
Scorsese. Killers
Yeah,
of the
Killers
Flower
of the
Moon
Flower Moon. Boom. There
is
you
an
go, man.
is an upcoming American Western crime drama film, of course, because it's a Scorsese film.
Yep.
It has to be an American Western crime drama film. But no, this is awesome. Uh, Two people whose work I've really enjoyed in the past coming
Same.
together, of course.
Yeah, what I've seen of both of them, of course. I haven't seen everything.
Based on a book, I think. Interesting, interesting.
Listen, I'm just so happy for Brendan Fraser. People in this who are listening, you might know Brendan Fraser's been through a lot,
Yeah.
a lot. So I'm happy to see him get a break and a big break. And there's people like he was on Doom Patrol, which is that DC show, and somebody was saying on Twitter, like there was a funny post that was made. It's like, oh, it's like his return to the spotlight, and then like the Doom Patrol Twitter account is like, hey, what do you mean? He's been here the whole time, like with us for like 2 seasons, 3 seasons coming up next September. Doom Patrol
Mm,
season 3 comes out next
wow.
September. That's another piece of news for you people.
That's good.
Yeah, after that cliffhanger for season 2, I'm very excited. Anyway, I'm just very happy for Brendan Fraser. That just came up all of a sudden, and I remembered it.
I just saw
Uh,
some pictures of him in George of the Jungle. Damn, he was pretty cut. He's probably
was
on.
he? He was
Yeah,
jacked, right?
yeah. He's probably on Alpha Brain or something.
Definitely, he's on
Yeah,
Shroom Tech support, as we used to say.
yeah.
Um, and oh, you mentioned Idris Elba. He's voicing Knuckles in the Sonic 2 movie coming up. Wow. Okay,
What the
I'm gonna
fuck?
bring something up. Get ready. All right. So there, obviously, I like it. I think it's a cool choice personally, and I'm gonna bring up this part where a lot of us see Knuckles, and it's even mentioned in the article too. And I've thought about it, and I used to stream Sonic on my channel, and it's always brought up. And fans see Knuckles basically he's a character that is quote unquote quoted as a person of color. He's coded as a person of color. Sorry if I didn't enunciate that correctly. So basically, some listeners are sitting here like, "What the hell do you mean,
Yeah,
Radicus?
including me.
What?" Yeah. So let me explain. Well, it's story time, and basically, I'll give you an example from my personal experience. When I would stream Sonic games and play Knuckles, or if Knuckles was on the screen, I would have so many viewers that would come into my Twitch chat, and they were watching me play, and then they would ask, "Hey, hey Radicus," or just, "Hey, is Knuckles black?" Or they say, "Dude, Knuckles is black," and they sometimes add in, "Wouldn't you agree?" And I'm sitting here, I'm a white beige Iranian man, and you want me to comment on that? I'm like, you want me to? I just say, oh, I just like
Knuckles is black. I don't know
everyone.
about
It's
this one.
This is what some fans feel like. I'm sure it's not the whole fan base of Sonic,
But that's
but
still anecdotal, what you just said.
very no, and it's not just anecdotal. It's kind of like it's not. I'm not gonna go ahead and say because I'm not a huge Sonic fan. I am a fan, and it's brought up in the community that hey, Knuckles is
Do I go on Google and type Knuckles is black?
sure, check it out. You can
Now
even show
I'm
it on the
getting
screen
black.
share.
I'm getting black Knuckles. Just
Are
literally
you
black.
actually?
Yeah, black Knuckles.
No, but yeah, this is something that's brought up a lot in the community. Not like just normally willy nilly, but it's definitely there.
If you say so, you know.
I listen. Some listeners will know, unless you're a Sonic fan, you won't know. And anyway, I brought that to your attention to clarify some of it,
Good to
some
know.
of that.
Well, Idris Elba is a great choice, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm a little flabbergasted. Did the first Sonic make enough money to A, warrant a sequel, and then B, get at this point a pretty decent cast going, because they got what, James Marsden, they got Jim Carrey, they got Idris Elba. Like, that's a pretty all-star
Yeah.
cast. Like, what the fuck,
I think
right?
it warranted. I think even if it didn't make like the box office money, I think merchandising must have done really well. You never know, right?
Merchandising doesn't go to the movie though, does it?
It's
Unless
not
it's
included in the movie profits. However, under that movie
it just
banner,
it's under the Sonic banner, I guess.
yeah, like Marvel movies that come out, for example, as I've come to understand, apparently there's times where even the toys will like make almost more than the movie,
Oh,
depending on how much.
so you're saying that the movie itself doesn't have to turn a profit, but it ping pongs off of the other Sonic uh,
Yeah, I'm a
wares, for
Momo.
lack of a better word.
Yeah, I'm a Momo, and don't take my word for it, but I think that merchandising sales and stuff has something to do with like greenlighting a sequel. That's my guess. Um, but
I
I
know that
don't.
works for merch that's directly related to the movie though.
That's what I'm saying, though. It must have been directly related. Like the Sonic design used in the toys or whatever could have been
Oh,
based
okay,
on that.
that's
Do you
what
know what I
you're
mean?
saying. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Look,
Cause
look,
I'm
the
like,
profit was this 90 million overall budget,
yeah,
320 million box office. That's pretty good. And then the pandemic hit, so that
yeah.
slowed it down even more, right? So they could have made even more money, but they shut down. So I
It
think that's why they greenlit it.
it could have been a lot
But
fucking worse. I'll say that.
the movie, you mean?
Yeah,
Or the box office?
the movie.
If they didn't fix it, they'd be fucked royally.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't turn off my camera for this pod because black shirt, black headphones, black hair. I would look like just a lump of um,
Cool.
coloring, black coloring, and you just see my beige face. And I just thought I would look like a potato. So anyway,
And
so
now I
that's
want that.
want me to look like a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me gain 30 pounds back, and I'll look like a potato again.
There you go.
I'm already kind of a potato. Anyway, potatoes.
Potatoes.
I like the choice.
All
I like
right.
Idris. I like Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Dude, there's Joey Diaz said his
Elbow
name funny.
grease. Idris elbow grease.
Idris Elba. Oh my god. I think Joey Diaz called him Isbis Abbas.
Couscous.
He's talking to Joe Rogan. He's like, "What about Isbis Abbas?" And then Joe Rogan's like, "You mean Idris Elba?"
Oh,
He's like, "Yeah, that guy."
Idris elbow, man.
I love you, Joey Diaz. All right,
All right, now I'm gonna react to this first one
please do.
before you get a chance. Florida's man truck totaled by lightning strike caught on dash cam. What a
Oh
fucking
god.
headline! It doesn't get
Yeah,
better
this is
than
great.
that.
This is great.
And at
ad.
Wing,
Oh, fuck off, Vink. Wank. What is this? I'm getting an ad for Wank.
Wank?
No, it's Wink. It's called
Wink.
Wank. 15-second ad. Jesus. Okay.
Lightning hits a truck in southwest Florida and it's caught on camera. Wake News anchor Nicole Gabe spoke to the owner of the truck and shows us that video.
Are you looking at it
Yeah,
right
I'm
now?
looking at it.
Oh man.
So I got it. I got a rear and front dash cam.
Lightning hit Jack Foraker's
Yeah.
brand new 2024 Ranger.
He's got a Ford Ranger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just get to the point.
This is, by the way, for our video listeners, this is something for you guys, or video watchers.
Yeah.
It's like an Easter egg. You watch on audio, or you listen on audio. Why am I mixing it up? You get the point. Audio, you don't get this extra.
Hang on, hang
tidbit.
on, hang on.
My windshield wiper stopped.
Where's the fucking lightning?
Power brakes lost.
Oh, it gets cut off. So let me add this. When he's driving and it hits, it turns it off, the dash cam.
Oh.
Yeah. So his whole car just shut down. So basically, he was driving, and he talked some shit, and then he ended up eating shit because he saw these like stragglers that were leaving the beach. He's like, "Oh man, those are the kind of people that get hit by lightning because they're leaving way too late." And this motherfucker, poor guy, he's driving. He's not a motherfucker. But he's driving, and his whole car just gets like completely shut down, like Windows XP, you know, boom, 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 boom. And that's the result.
I can't find the moment.
There's no
But-
moment. Like you're not gonna see it.
Oh,
because
you're not gonna see it.
truck.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see, I see, I
cuts him-
see.
It cuts off. Yeah.
Wow.
I looked for it too. I was looking at it. I'm like, where's the moment? I'm like,
And
oh,
this
no,
is edited so obnoxiously. It's like 5 seconds of the truck and then 5
It
seconds
is.
of him talking. Like, jeez,
Yeah,
man.
it's very
It's
obnoxiously
like
edited.
AC/DC editing.
It is ACDC editing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hiccup.
All right. Interesting.
All right.
Of course, it's Florida. Next one. You take it away.
Do you want to do this one too?
All right. Okay. Yeah. Because that one was kind of
No, I want you to do
not
this
as
one.
spectacular. Okay.
I don't want to start this. Go.
Fucking
Oh,
animal rescuer searching for hissing cobra find electric toothbrush. What?
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, for once it's not the United States. Jesus.
Is it? Oh, it's Singapore.
A-
That's
animal
right.
animal rescuers called to a Singapore home in which a woman thought she heard a cobra hissing, wound up rescuing the resident from a malfunctioning electric toothbrush. Jesus.
You can't write this
They
shit,
dispatched a team. A whole
Yes.
team. A whole team had to come in to this woman's house in Singapore.
right? Yeah.
My God.
You can't write that shit. Like
She
it's
sent
unbelievable.
them a recording of the noise she heard, and
Yeah.
what the fuck? They thought it was a cobra too. That.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Come on, guys.
Dude, I use an electric toothbrush every night. Maybe I should like play
Put it in
play
the
it,
yeah.
like that's it, and walk away and see if I hear a cobra.
How did this shit remain on so much that it kept hissing until they showed up? Like that's
We're
one
gonna
long
get to
last.
that, honey.
She must have like a fucking Duracell battery or something.
Well, the rabbit, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but you can't write this shit. So
no, this is insane.
the rescuers were like, "Oh, that's definitely a black spitting venomous
Yeah,
cobra."
exactly.
And they come and they look for an hour and they end up just walking in the washroom, just turning it off. And so you said, how the fuck did it last so long? Well, it wasn't Duracell. It was the fact that like water fucking got in the compartment of the toothbrush, the component which houses the battery. It got
Okay.
in there, and so it stayed on like that whole time because
No, but that's fine. I'm not concerned why it was on. I'm more concerned like how it remained on for so long. Whether it was water or just by holding the button. How did the battery last that long? I guess it must last a
Oh,
pretty
I
fucking
wish I could like mystery team Scooby Doo this shit with you.
for
but-
nearly an hour. Okay, no, because this thing lasts forever. So she must have discovered it at some point. That let's say half an hour. Then she sent a video to the team, and they came over. Let's say that's 1 hour, and then they searched for 1 hour. So this electric toothbrush, now it's like we're doing an ad for them off of one single battery. Lasted almost fucking 3 hours.
We don't even know the company name, right?
Oral B.
It was Oral B.
Yeah, it was Oral B.
I use Oral B, bro. My Oral B is like it doesn't last long in the tussle of brushing my teeth, that
I don't
shit
think
lasts
it
like
would last
2 minutes.
3 hours. Jesus.
My toothbrush has a low battery life,
I
man.
don't know if I should be more impressed by the toothbrush or the battery.
I don't know either.
And I can imagine when she sent the clip over to the team back in Singapore, they're like, "Oh, bro, that's obviously a rattlesnake, yellow fang." And then one guy's like, "Actually, it's a black cobra."
Hold on, I gotta fart.
And
Hold
then
on.
turns out they're both wrong. You don't have to announce it, bro.
Oh God, I hope you heard that.
No, I
If you
didn't.
heard
Thank
that,
God.
put a comment down below in the YouTube and give that a rating out of 10.
Don't do that.
I
If
recommend you
if
do
you heard that, dislike the video. Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Don't!
All right. Let's.
Donkey. Oh, by the way, basically, you remember the alligator sculpture that the lady freaked out? Remember she was in the stairwell and she's like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't, albino, golden encrusted, whatever alligator. Well, you know, it's deja vu. It's similar to that. Anyway, okay, you remember we talked about how these lizards, remember the
What
lizard
the
in the
fuck
toilet
is
in
with these
India?
lizards?
Bro, a 4.5 foot Nile monitor lizard is currently on the loose in New York.
It's on the loose.
Bro, this is the animal that they use in Subway tuna.
Isn't a lizard naturally on the loose, like in nature?
Well, yes, but this guy was keeping one.
Oh.
Yeah. So
This guy in New York is having as a pet a 4.5 foot lizard.
yeah, yeah.
What the fuck, man? What's
I
wrong
know.
with?
You and I discussed this. These monitor lizards, they're prime candidates for Subway tuna material. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Subway tuna. It's gonna happen. They're gonna
Of
capture
course.
him. They're just gonna pronounce the poor fucker dead, and they're gonna use him in Subway tuna. Poor
Yeah.
bastard. Anyways, it ran out of his cage when he was moving out of his place, and it's
Subway
basically it went
tuna.
up a tree. And that's like some secret agent James Bond, James Monitor lizard shit. Basically, this lizard avoided every live trap. That's why I'm calling him James Bond, James Monitor. And the kicker was the authorities come, right? They arrive, they come, and the reptile had just disappeared. Like they arrived and it's
How
like, where is
many
he?
fucking people do you need to catch a lizard?
I don't know. Like, but at the same time, it's like someone on another website commented about it. It's like, dude, it's a 4.5 foot lizard. It's not gonna be comfy in a fucking cage. Of course, he's gonna be like trying to run away, home
He
free,
kept it in a
home
cage?
run,
Oh man,
chicken run.
that's not good. That's not good. I
Yeah,
don't
no.
agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree either. I know we both like feel the same about that stuff. Sort of
Yeah.
stuff. But I mean, apparently from a monitor lizard, the most you can get from them is like a bacterial infection, which sucks. But that doesn't change the fact that this guy is gonna become Subway tuna.
Yeah,
So
for sure. You know what they say, there's never any stray animals around a Subway
yeah,
franchise. Yeah.
precisely. And
Yeah.
I think we both have just buried any chances of us having a Subway sponsor.
Okay, if you say so. Subway, I'll still be your sponsor. I think we still have a chance. I know I once said that they tested their tuna and the DNA, they couldn't identify what species of fish it was. Okay, now we lost our sponsor.
Now we lost it. Once we brought up that same article from our old pod. Yeah, we talked about this in an older pod about Subway DNA,
Yeah.
unidentified DNA.
Mutant tuna.
Yeah, some X-Men
Yeah,
shit.
it is some X-Men shit. It's probably that
Yeah.
fucking lizard.
It's probably the lizard, very likely.
All right.
This is a great one. I
No,
think
we
you're gonna
gotta
like this.
we gotta save some for later because we're hitting 30 minutes. Let's,
Are you serious?
Yeah, let's move it on to the Q&A
Oh,
topic.
well, this one's a good one. People, before we move to the Q&A, stay tuned for this
Yes.
piece of weird news that we're gonna cover next week.
Absolutely.
This one's a good one. Like you people
Okay.
don't want to miss this.
That's good.
Let's go
Yeah.
to the Q.
Let's go.
I'm asking you this. I usually end up asking you anyway on this pod. Have you had any sort of close encounters with lightning, aka the Zeus juice? Have you ever like had a tango with it before or no?
I want to say yes. So back home in Middle East, let's just say, During July, we would call it the monsoon season, and it rained fucking poured, bro. Like, we're talking 8 straight hours of torrential downpour, right? And basically, buildings back home, we I don't they're still here, I guess, but there were antennas on these buildings, like to catch channels or even satellite dishes. And
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have any specific memory, but I feel like lightning has been in the proximity of like a arm, not arm's length, but let's say like a stone toss away.
So basically,
And
one Yao Ming laying horizontally away.
exactly, yeah. Just
Okay.
just yeah. The thunderstorms back home were something to be reckoned with. I haven't seen
Probably
anything.
worse than these ones, right? That
Oh,
we have.
not this. I haven't seen nothing here that compares.
The
Yeah.
most, the closest encounter I had though, you reminded me because you mentioned the torrential downpour thing.
Yeah.
The the closest I've had to like what the hell is this was 2005. We had the most insane flooding where we are in Canada. Have we revealed where we are? Anyway, in the province of Ontario, we had a
Yeah, because we
crazy.
do Tim Hortons topics.
Yeah, so people know
Everyone.
we're in
Yeah.
Ontario,
Yeah.
so good things grow in Ontario. But so we had this rainfall, and it flooded a bridge near my house, like completely flooded, and there was chunks of hail that were falling that were this big.
Mm.
People on video, you're gonna see, and I'll try to describe it for audio listeners. It was the size of what is a good like an ostrich egg sized
Oh
fucking hail was
shit.
hitting the fucking floor. Yeah, it's crazy. And I was super young for that, super young, but I remember it very vividly. It was just nuts. And fortunately, our house did not have any leaks, uh, as I recall. Um, and yeah, we got lucky, but that's the closest encounter I've had to like a lightning strike. And it wasn't even that close to me, but it was definitely like, how do you say, not a Yao Ming away, but it was like 50 to 100 Yao Mings away. Like you could
Yeah,
see it,
I
and I'm
see.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And that was it.
I've
That's the most I've had.
yeah. Because the ones I was referring to was like if I was walking back home on that street, the next day after the storm passed and everything, you could even see like black marks of where lightning struck. It could have
Okay,
been
no,
someone could have been standing there, you know.
you're next level.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
there are
that
some
they
crazy.
eliminated that ant, that
Peop
one ant sitting there just
Yeah,
died.
because when it rains
Oh,
so much that there's like a level of water on the street, because drainage isn't
oh,
perfect back then, and you gotta realize water itself isn't inherently conductive, but when it's mixed with dirt, mud, and it becomes shit water, that's a pretty good conductor. Yeah,
brackish water or whatever.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. But
Yeah,
yeah, that shit water, that
yeah,
muddy water, like fucking Pokemon muddy water.
yeah, muddy water. Fucking
Anyway, man, people stay tuned next week for that article. I think you'll get
absolutely,
a kick out
absolutely.
of it. And other than that, anything else before we jet?
That's all I got. Thanks for
All right,
listening, guys.
people, thanks for listening to me talking about poop and whatever today. We went really ran like in different directions. Anyway,
Yeah,
subscribe on the YouTubes at Bottom Dollar Banter hyphen BDB, or just look up Bottom Dollar Banter. You'll find a piranha with the mic hanging down. Shameless plug, I talked about my Twitch, twitch.tv/radicus_. That's me. You'll be able to find my face easy there. Spotify, Bottom Dollar Banter. Twitter at BD Banter Podcast. Instagram at Bottom Dollar Banter. And other than that, the two of us and all you players listening, we're off to swim in the sea of life for another week. And we will see you again in a week's time. Much love. All the best. Peace.
peace out.